Okay, so this is a quick video on how to create custom GPTs inside of ChatGPT. So what a custom GPT is where you've decided I want to use AI for whatever it is that I want to use it for, and I'd like to feed AI specialized knowledge so that it can perform better, or I'd like to pre-program the AI with exactly what I'd like it to do so I don't have to waste additional time prompting it. So there's a variety of different ways you can use this, and I'm just going to give you an example of how you need to communicate in order to create it. So if you come in here to ChatGPT and you go over to your left-hand side, there's a button called GPTs. You're going to click that, and then you're going to get presented with a series of different options. Now, some of these will require maybe an additional subscription or something like that, but you can build on top of these GPTs that have already been developed, or you can create your own from scratch. Let's create one from scratch. So you're going to come up here to where it says create and click the create button. And now it's going to bring you to this page where you can start the development of your new GPT. So, hi, I'll help you build a new GPT. What do you want to make? So if you're a business owner, let's say you're a business owner that wants to consistently have new content ideas for their social media. So you can come in here and start telling AI about you and your business. So what I'd like to make, I'd like to make a marketing GPT for my landscaping business. The GPT will help me come up with ideas for my batch content days so I can consistently post on social media. Okay, so we're giving them an idea of what it is that we want to do and the goal that we want to accomplish, right? And so now, of course, it's going to read over that, and now it's going to push something back to us, and we can see exactly what it started to put in place. So if we look over here to the right, we're already building out an initial prompt. Give me content ideas for next month. Help me plan a shoot day for lawn care content. What should I post this week to get engagement? All of these things are pre-programmed, right? It's going to ask you to give it a name. You do have to name it if you want it to go live. So I like this name, so I'll just say yes. And then it'll use AI to generate a profile picture that you can use for this particular GPT. And yes, I like it. Sure. Okay. And so now, once you've got the base level built, now it's going to start talking to you about how to refine it. Like, what are the specific goals you want to achieve for your content planning? For example, is priority boosting engagement, getting more leads, or just building brand awareness? And so this is where you get the opportunity to be very detailed. So something that I like to do is, and I'll use one of my customers as an example, JD Landscapes is a local landscaping company that I work for. And I just took their website information and I'm going to now feed that to ChatGPT to sort of show what it is that my company does and how I can feed it more data so it knows more about me right from the beginning. So now I've got the website. I'm going to say that my goal is brand awareness and more bookings. I also have a website, and now I'm going to feed it the website, and I'm going to tell it I'd like you to analyze this website so that you can better refine the information you give me going forward. Give me an overview of my business after reading the website. Okay. So this is how you'll be able to share what the goal is of the different marketing that you want to do. You can feed it information about your company in a relatively quick way because your website should have a lot of information about you. And then you can give it a clear goal where I'm telling it to analyze the website so that it can refine the information. And then I'm going to test the knowledge by saying, give me an overview of the business after reading the website. So now we wait. And now we can see it's managed to read over the website, look into a variety of different things. They're able to see the founder is Joe Pastor. He did get his start from his grandmother. These are all things I know to be true because I work with him. But now it's able to generate all of this information just by going on the website. Okay. So now that we have all of this information and it's been fed to the GPT, now we can use it to set up some of the first shoots or what have you. So first I'm going to go over here and I'm going to create this. And I'm going to make anyone with a link is able to use this. And I'm going to hit update. Okay. And now it's live. And now we're going to come in here and we're going to test it. So let's see. Let's start with one of the options here. Help me plan a shoot day for lawn care content. So here's a solid shoot day plan focusing on creating lawn care content. And so now it's giving you a series of different goals and things that you can be doing, right? So you want the prep checklist where you have to pick in advance where you're going to go, who you're going to be filming, where you're going to be filming, if you even have permission to film, making sure that you have all your gear ready. It's giving you a top to bottom idea of what it is that you need to do, right? So by going through here and getting all of this different information, now you have a game plan of what you need to do when you go in to do that content day. But let's say that maybe I want the content day to generate scripts. I want this ChatGPT thing to generate me scripts without me having to do a bunch of additional stuff. Well, it's just as simple as going into my GPTs, finding the one you want to edit, clicking edit, and then coming back in and refining it. So you can simply let it know, I'd like you to give me a brief interview before actually generating any information for me. That way you have total clarity on what I want. I would also like the content creation day planner to include scripts or a suggestion for generating scripts or topics for short form content. So I'm getting a little more specific, right? But that's the beauty of this, is that it starts off really specific and it starts off really broad and then it gets progressively more specific, excuse me. So look at now it's asking me these different questions so it can understand my business. First, I like to do these questions one by one. So I'm going to say, ask me these questions one by one, right? And so now it's going to give me the questions one by one, and I can feed the more information that I can feed to this GPT, the better that it's going to perform. So this is just the base overview of how you can start building these GPTs that do different things for you. But it ultimately just boils down to your ability to communicate and your ability to be very clear on the things that you want done. So I think a lot of people struggle with AI because they aren't even really sure what it is that they need. And that's where we still need that human input. We still need people to be attached to the process because it's important for you to know what you need. Because if you don't know what you need, you can't possibly teach AI how to deliver it to you. So if you've got any questions about building custom GPTs or how you can start putting some AI into the back end of your business, like, subscribe, follow me, reach out. I've been Charles. This is another video. Have a good one.